Hey fourth graders, for this lesson we are learning wax resist. So what I did was I took a white crayon and then I took watercolor paint and I painted over top, and wherever the wax of the crayon was stayed white because I used a white crayon, and then it revealed it. It's really cool if you want to ever do like secret messages to someone. You can give them a message all in white crayon. They won't be able to really see it, and then if they paint over top of it with watercolor paint, it'll show through. Really cool project. So here's my example of a finished project. Now I don't know what everybody has at home, so excuse me. I came on Otis. I gave a few instructions on how to make your own watercolor paint. So let me go over that real quick. If you do not have watercolor paint at home, watercolor paint looks like this mostly. It's like $1 at the Dollar Tree. So if you want to stop this video and then go get some watercolor paint when you have permission, you can do the lesson later, or you can make it at home. So before you make something at home, I want you to have parent permission. All right, please don't just go make it and then make a mess and then get in trouble. So make sure you get parent permission. But here's some few ideas to make watercolor paint. You could take food coloring, the stuff that dyes the different color food, and you can put a few drops of that into a cup of water, mix it together, use a paintbrush, and you should be able to paint. If you don't have a paintbrush, you could just dip a paper towel in it and paint with the paper towel. You could take Kool-Aid if you have Kool-Aid at home. Take a little bit of Kool-Aid and some water, mix that together. That should also paint with. And the last one that I could really think of is if you take some old markers, and you might have seen me do this before in the art room, but sometimes I take old markers and I soak those markers in water for a couple hours. So like I'll have a whole little cup of blue markers. If you just take one blue marker, put in a cup of water, let it sit for 3 hours, that's probably all you need. In 3 hours, you'll have paint that you can dip your brush in and paint with. So those are just some ideas. Once again, you can find watercolor paints really cheap at the dollar store, or like Dollar Tree, Dollar General, all of them, you should be able to find it. So if you can't do painting, I just want you to watch the videos and make sure that you understand what wax resist is, but I still want you to draw in color. So let's get started. This video is already getting long. So we're all gonna have a jellyfish in our picture. So I'm just gonna draw a simple jellyfish. So I'm gonna kind of do like a V shape, a V-ish U shape. And then I'm gonna do a wiggly bottom, kind of like that. And then wherever there's like a little dip, I'm gonna go in a little bit with a curved line, kind of like that. Some jellyfish come in all different shapes and sizes. So some have spots or circles on them, so I'll put those. And then I'm going to draw those little electrical tentacle things that come out from the jellyfish. They're a little wiggly, and that's a basic jellyfish. It's not really difficult. I have a picture that I can show you guys. That jellyfish come in all different shapes and sizes. You can also look it up on the computer. So there, I drew my jellyfish. Then it's up to you what you add to your picture. I would love an ocean picture with lots of fun ocean stuff. So like maybe some sand, maybe some seaweed. I love octopus. I don't know if you guys know that, but they're one of my favorite animals. So I might draw some octopus in here. I could have the whole character in there, but I'm just gonna draw a little bit so it's a little fun to see the little extras popping through, something like that. A fish, this is an angel fish that I like to draw. So you can look up on the computer all different kinds of pictures for ocean life and just draw whatever you want. If you want to put a shark or whatever in there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to start coloring. I'm not going to color the whole picture because that would take a lot of time. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to color the jellyfish, and then I'll paint over top so you can kind of see what's going on. So I'm just going to outline my jellyfish in blue. You don't have to outline it in blue. You can color it however you want. But I did want to mention that jellyfish are often see-through. So don't color the whole jellyfish in because you want some of the ocean colors coming through. So what I did was outline my jellyfish in blue. Ooh, the crayon got a little messy there. I'm not doing the best job of following the outline. It's really hard to draw with a phone in your hand. Okay. All right, so there's that. Then I'm gonna take my white crayon and I'm gonna add some white. Not the whole picture, just some. Just to give that, like, it's there kind of look, almost like a ghost feel, but it's not, it's still gonna be somewhat see-through. So I don't wanna do the whole picture. I'm actually pressing pretty hard with the white crayon, but I'm not hurting my hand. Okay. So yes, you should color the whole picture, leave some areas blank, but I don't want to waste all of your guys' time, so I'm going to just quickly just do that jellyfish, and then I'm going to open up my, hold on a second, let me open up this paint palette. There we go. So I'll open up my paint palette, take my brush and some water, and I'm going to paint right over top. And you can see as I'm painting, wherever that wax is, the water paint will not stick to it. That's wax resist. So it's pretty cool, right? In school, I won't be having any of the students in school painting. They'll just be doing their picture with crayon, and then I'll take it back to the art room, and I'm gonna paint right over top of the picture with blue paint for them, since we can't have paint in the art room. So hopefully everybody will learn what wax resist is this year. There we go. So that's just simple, real quick. This is more of my final picture that I did earlier, and you can see I added bubbles and there was white in there. You can see some of the white that I colored in there and all the crayons that showed through. So I can't wait to see what you guys create. Bye.